The Minneapolis Community Connection is brought to you by City Pharmacy, Auto Tech, C&R Plating, Robertson Monuments, and State Bank of Delphos.
Hi, I'm Hope Spano from the Minneapolis Area Chamber, and today I am here with Jerry Ayers from Empowered Health Solution. So thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for inviting me, Hope.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would like you to tell us a little bit about what you do and just educate our listeners to the Minneapolis area as to what Empowered Health Solutions is all about. So I wanted to first ask, how long ago did you start your business?
3 years ago.
Okay. And what were you drawn to with Empowered Health Solution?
I was drawn to the fact of possibility of providing a resource for better health and well-being.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about Empowered Health Solution and the type of products that they offer.
Empowered Health Solutions, first of all, I have to say that anything I say is not construed to mitigate, diagnose, cure, or prescribe.
Okay.
But about it, I guess we'll start back at the basics, and that is the basis of our product, which is Moringa oleifera. Okay. And this has been thousands of centuries old. It's the only botanical that's ever been shot by Discovery Channel. Okay. And the National Institute of Health, the third-party validation, has said that this botanical can actually cure over 300 diseases in the Western society. That wasn't our company, it's the National Institute of Health.
Okay.
So that's kind of the basis of the product.
Okay.
Our company does have 5 different areas.
Okay.
It has health and wellness, which would be our nutrition line, permanent weight management. We don't like to say weight loss, but it's permanent weight management. Okay. We have sports enhancement, and the sports enhancement is not the type to ramp you up and then crash. It's actual what your body needs to help your body to keep from injury and also to repair any injuries that does take place. We have skincare, which is the top of the line in the world right now. Okay. And we also have a new one coming out October the 4th, which will be our essential oil division.
Oh, very interesting. Well, that'll be cool. Okay, so I see that you always have the, like, Jinga, is that how you say it?
Zija.
Zija, it's totally off. Now, how is that connected? Is that one part of Empowered Health Solutions, or?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a good way to clarify. Empowered Health Solutions is an independent distributor for Zija Corporation.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of the clarification between the two. I've just always been unsure about how that fit in. Yeah. Okay, so I'm curious about what you do because I don't know a lot about it either, so I kind of jumped ahead. But I wanted to ask a little bit more about you too, so I'm going to back it up just a little bit. So did you grow up in the Minneapolis area? Yes,
my family actually founded this county in 1863.
Really?
We filed the papers with Governor Crawford because we now at that time had a population of 500. And our town, which is now Lindsay, was called Ayersburg.
Okay.
And we were the county seat for Ottawa County.
Really? So you know a lot of information about the history of Ottawa County then, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay, so where did you grow up at exactly?
I grew up here at Minneapolis. I'm a graduate of Minneapolis High School.
Okay. And did you ever move away, or have you always lived in the area?
I moved away for about 7 years to Augusta, Kansas. I was a stockholder with Hardee's Corporation, and I went down there and ran a Hardee's for them, and then eventually left them for Pizza Hut and started my own restaurant, and then came back.
Okay, very interesting. I always like to know the history about all of our business owners, and so I did not realize that you have all those family connections back to the history of our county. That's very interesting. Cool. Okay, so I would love for you to kind of break it down a little bit and tell us kind of what you think is the most interesting piece of each of the 5, areas that you talked about, and what excites you most about about your lines. So tell me a little bit more.
Of course, being in the athletic field and coaching for 28 years here, here and in Kansas, the sports line, of course, is my favorite.
Okay.
But, and probably my most expertise, actually picking a favorite, I would say they all have their own merits as far as choosing one or the other. My basic job is to sit down with someone that has a need or a desire or something and just find out exactly what it is. Just sit and listen and try to meet that person's needs, whether it be one of those 5 areas, depending on what the person actually wants. So actually I'm here basically as a life coach to help them get what they need, whether it's health or better athletic performance or just a skincare, and with the new essential oils, you know, those are going to be actually outstanding. They haven't told us a whole lot on it yet because they're waiting to announce it in September, but supposedly we have the world's top oiler that came aboard to actually run the division.
Wow, that'll be amazing for you guys. Okay, so you seem really excited about the new oil line.
Yes, I am.
So tell us a little bit about what you know so far.
Okay.
It's just...
On the oils, what I know so far that they've given a sneak preview is they have their 3 main that they've kind of hinted at, which is peppermint, which is good for headaches, also for breath freshening, it can be aromatically applied also. Then there's the lavender, which is good for sore muscles, joint pain, congestion. And then the lemon oil, which is good for nausea, sinuses, and also is a natural flavoring. These oils can be digested internally, they can be aromatically applied, or they can be subcutaneous applied, or applied on the skin.
Okay.
So I'm really excited. They have said last month that there's a total of 42 individual and or a combination of oils depending upon the targeted result that you want. So it's going to be huge.
Yeah, that is very exciting. I'll be interested to try out some of those. Okay, so you were talking also about your favorite part. I want to back up a little bit to the athletic type stuff. Okay, so you said it's not like supplement type of stuff. So do you have any products that are, say you're going to do a big competition, a big race? Do you have products that you would take prior to or during or after or all of the above?
All the above. Matter of fact, that sports line is actually going to be endorsed. Right now it's just coming out of its R&D phase, or research and development phase.
Okay.
And when the oils come out, it also will come out. In fact, they're talking about release of it. The first release will be in actually McPherson, Kansas on September the 28th. Okay. And I do have all the way from during the competition to help give your body the energy it needs to prior to competition to get your body ready. It is not like the Red Bulls or the Amps or the Monsters or the 5-hour Energies or any of that's artificial and it's got carcinogenics in them. Also, I will put this up against any line that there is out there, including Pepsi-Cola's G Series or Gatorade.
Okay.
Because of, when you look at the labels, as I've studied them over the past year and a half or 60 days, especially since the announcement of this sports line is coming out, is that you can look and see the synthetic qualities in all these other ones. Your body does not recognize synthetics. Matter of fact, an overabundance of them can be carcinogenic. And so even in our little league athletics, this is something that even the products can be taken by the kids, because when you're in athletic competition, your body's actually on fire. And so what you're wanting is something that's going to lower the temperature of your body and protect the muscles to prevent the oxidation process in your body to build up of lactic acid. We now have things like natural chlorophyll that actually removes that lactic acid after it's in a recovery product.
So then your muscles aren't going to get as sore.
Right. And for those that are serious bodybuilders, or are serious in the gym. You know, we've got a line that could add to that to prepare their bodies, to help their bodies not only A, be in the gym more often, but B, because most people working out will work certain parts of their body. You can actually increase your not only your repetitions during that, but also you can work that muscle group a lot quicker, anywhere from 24 to 48 hours quicker, so you actually will get another whole set of reps in during that week-long process.
That's interesting.
And on long range, or just running, jogging, I've tried it out here locally with several of the runners, and they said they've had nothing that compares.
Really? Very cool. Well, I know some endurance races and that type of thing has been a lot more popular lately. Even with, I've done a couple of adventure races and stuff where, you know, you can be in the middle of the competition for like 2 to 6, even 8 hours. And so it's nice to have those things that are available, you know, for during the middle of the competitions as well. And a lot of, runners and bikers, and there's a lot more of those type of events going on. So that's great information. Okay, so I always talk to our business owners a little bit about like their hours of operation and websites and things like that. So tell us how people could get a hold of you, how you're available. Do you have a website?
I do have a website, and basically I operate 24/7.
Okay.
I did have a spot down here downtown until it was renovated, but right now I'm just out of my home because things are just so crazy right now.
Okay.
My phone number is 785-392-2174.
2174.
If they actually want to check, I would say the very skeleton of the probably products or company out, they could go to options-open.com.
Okay.
And then get a hold of me, and I can lead them further into the specific thing that they're looking at.
Okay. But what's your like full website address?
It is www.options-open.com.
That's really it?
Really, it is. To make sure
Okay.
people have their options open just to better health or better sports performance. And once they see that, then I can actually lead them to the website that actually goes into whether they want athletic performance or the health or what they want.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting. Okay, so you talked, there's, I guess, 3 more kind of divisions that we haven't really touched on. So tell us, you know, the most interesting part about that, or maybe something about your favorite product or something out of those divisions.
The nutrition product, I think, is our basic line. It is probably, I think, one of the best out there, and I've looked, as an athletic coach and looking for athletic performance, I've looked at a lot of good nutrition.
Okay.
And again, I don't heal, diagnose, prescribe, or any of that stuff. But I can legally say that if you give your body what it needs, your body will self-correct.
Okay.
And so that I can tell you. I've seen a lot of things change in people's lives, even personally, 3 lives that have been actually saved because of this, that were diagnosed not to live any longer. And so I've seen that happen through our nutrition products. I could tell many stories of things like fibromyalgia, cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure. All those things have been reversed just because we've given the body the proper nutrition, what it needs. And again, we're not doctors. I do have several physicians to back me up, and RNs and LPNs. Even, the basis of our product, Johns Hopkins School of Medicine have put out 2 articles in the last 5 years, over 1,200 pages each, of the qualities of this product. We've got over 300 World Health Organizations supporting the Moringa aloe, including KU Med Center. So it's not just a fly-by-night thing. This thing has been around for years, and it is exactly what people's bodies need.
Okay. So all of the people who are having some of these sort of problems that you're talking about, they're all missing something in their diet or their routine, or not absorbing things correctly, and these products are able to just kind of fill in the gaps for what's missing.
Not only is it because of our diet, but it's because of the nutrients in our food today are 75% less than what they were in the 60s and 70s. Also because of the synthetic things that they put into our preservatives and stuff in our center aisles, such as high fructose corn syrup as being one. That's probably the largest cause of malabsorption syndrome, which is basically a problem where your guts does not have the capacity to absorb the nutrients and to sort it out. So even our baseline now has got probiotics in it. Or actually, I should say prebiotics in it.
Okay.
To help that.
I know. We need to just go back to a little bit more natural way of doing things, and this just kind of helps with that, to reverse some of what we've done to ourselves, which is kind of a shame. Okay, so then you have cosmetics too?
Not cosmetics, but actually skincare.
Okay.
So if you use Mary Kay or anything like that, this still complements it. This still actually gives you healthy skin. And even for men, I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Is important because your skin is the largest organ that your body has.
Yeah.
And so therefore it needs to be taken care of. So we do have all the way from eye serum to get rid of the crow's feet to anti-aging cream that you can put on at night, the moisturizer for your skin, the daily moisturizer. It's all. The only thing I have not done is the mask.
Can't quite bring yourself to go there.
I cannot bring myself to that, but I have been confronted by several women when I do a skincare presentation. Well, have you ever done the mask? Well, no, but I can tell you it's French clay, and it's awesome.
There you go.
So
you need like a demo girl to try it out for you and give you the results and tell you what they liked or disliked or whatever.
I just can't see myself in a green face, but I guess that's something I need to get done. So.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm trying to think of anything else. Is there anything that I haven't really prompted you to tell us about, or anything that just uniquely sets you apart?
The only thing that uniquely sets us apart is that this company does not cut corners. It might be a little bit higher priced than some of the competitors out there.
Okay.
But I can tell you they stay all, and I don't want to say the word natural, because under FDA guidelines, a product can be actually synthetic and still be called a natural product. But what I like to say is real. If you would take our products and set them out on a counter or something, they are probably going to grow mold or something like that over time, because they are a real product. Matter of fact, we're actually classified as in our nutrition line as a whole food and not as a supplement.
Really?
So this is, again, when a physician says, well, I don't want you to take any supplements, what a lot of them don't understand is this is not a supplement, this is actually a whole food, because you're actually digesting the moringa leaf, which has been around for thousands of years. Because and the one thing about it is, what amazed me, what got me started in it, it's actually from the Bible. In Exodus chapter 15, verses 23 to 25, it's when Moses was at Marah and threw the tree into the water and purified it. It has been identified by the world's top botanist, Mrs. Monica Marcoux, that it was the Moringa oleifera plant. It's the only thing known that can actually purify water. And in India and Kenya, that's what they use to take the water right out of the rivers and dash the leaves in it for about 15, 20 minutes, and I've actually watched it on camera. That water comes pure, just like running out of our faucet. And of course, our bodies are over 70% water, so that's why it works so well, is because it's a natural water purifier. And the physicians have taught us that actually this is so unique that even with all the phytonutrients in it that we don't totally understand, is that within 2 years of consistently daily taking the product, it even gets clear down to the mitochondria, the DNA, and actually will change the DNA.
Wow.
Matter of fact, Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn at USC, who's on the board of directors of our formulators company, won the Nobel laureate because of her study on a process called telomere. And telomere is the shellac coating on you've seen those little wiggly DNA things or strands. That is what protects your DNA, and once that's violated, then that's what causes disease. Okay. Or toxin will then make it carcinogenic. So therefore, she studied that this is the only thing known to society today that can actually go in and restore that telomere.
Really? Well, Jerry, thank you so much for being with us today. I really appreciate it. And I learned a lot about everything that you do, so I really hope that our viewers did as well. That's all from Minneapolis this month, and thanks for joining us.
The Minneapolis Community Connection is brought to you by City Pharmacy, Auto Tech, C&R Plating, Robertson Monuments, and State Bank of Delphos.